All right, this is MTG Buddha back today. I'm going to be doing another Premier draft, but this time we're going to do something a little different. We're going to have a little fun with this draft. We are going to do a stipulation draft. If you've never done a stipulation draft before, um, we've done this in at our shop a couple times where we've created a stipulation beforehand. You come up with something and you're required to stick to that. So my stipulation for this draft, because there's at least one legendary in every single pack, is if there's a legendary creature in the pack, I have to take the legendary. Of course, planeswalkers are legendary as well, so I could take a planeswalker. But if there's a legendary in the pack, I have to take it. Doesn't matter what else is in the pack, doesn't matter what it is, and I have to put it in my final deck. So any legendary I take has to be in my deck. So it's probably also going to be really important if there aren't legendaries in the pack for me to take lands. So for me to even play it. So this could go very poorly. This could be a 0-3, but it should be fun to see how it works because we're going to do a stipulation. So I'm going to try to stick to it. I'm going to do I'm not going to go away from it. We're going to do it. We're going to do every legendary is getting drafted and we're going to put it in the deck and it's going to be in the final deck, and we're going to see how janky it can be and see if it can actually win any packs. Yeah, so this should be interesting. If you've never seen someone do a stipulation draft, I don't think I've seen anybody do a stipulation one out here. So, okay, so here is a legendary creature. So this more than likely is what we're going to have to take because we have stipulated that we are doing legendary creatures. The elf thing isn't the greatest. There's not that many elves in this set, so otherwise that might be what I would take would be the elf. But honestly, there's nothing super amazing in this pack. So we are going to take the legendary because I have stipulated if there's a legendary available. Look, another legendary. So we're going to take another legendary. If that wasn't in this pack, I think it might actually be the best thing in this pack. But actually, no. If that wasn't in this pack, I'd probably take this or the bite down, depending on what my first card was. If it had been black or green, I would probably take one of those two. This would probably be my third pick in this pack. This is a pretty good card too, especially if you can kick it. But we have stipulated legendaries, so we're gonna take the legendary. Here's another legendary. Okay, so yeah, so we currently have one, two, three, four colors that we're gonna have to be running. So probably gonna be wanting these things pretty much too when I get around to them. But yeah, we have to take the legendary. So it looks like we are taking this guy. All right. Oh, and another legendary. Okay, so here's our fourth legendary. So 4 packs in a row, we've had to take legendaries. We now have legendaries with all 5 colors. So, so yeah. So once we run out of legendaries, I'm definitely going to be looking at the dual lands. Yeah. Let's see what's the pack. Okay, so we've got table going around. Okay. Yeah. So I will definitely be looking at dual lands and ways to search up lands and things like that once we get all the legendaries out of the packs. So there we go. So we have 4 legendaries in 4 picks, and these are going to have to be in my final deck. And here's another legendary. So we have a 5th legendary. Okay. Oh, this could be interesting. Okay, we do have this is a blue red as well as this. So we do have 2 blue red ones, and we have one, two, three, four. 4 of them are actually sharing red now. So red, once we get through picking um, legendaries out of this pack, we might just start taking red cards because it looks like we might be primary red, um, or might be wanting to have more red. But of course, pack two, there's no telling what legendaries we'll see in pack two, and there's no telling what legendaries we'll see in pack three. So, and it could get really interesting if I open like a mythic legendary. Oh, the best one I could open if I open Joda. Joda would be the best thing to open. Okay, so I do not see a legendary. Let me make sure because I'm stipulating. So no legendaries. Okay, so at this point, what do I take? I could take this. I could take this. This would help me to like draw and discard. Um, I'm tempted to go ahead and take this, but I really like this card as well. We're going to have plenty of creatures because we're going to be doing um, all the legendary creatures. So I think I just take the removal. Here is another legendary creature. So we're going to have to take this legendary creature, even though we already have one of her. Or no, that's not the same one. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, Balmor. I was gonna say I thought we already took that one. So yeah. So we'll definitely be taking this creature because we have to take it. Let's see, is there a legendary in this pack? No, 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 no. I think I'm priced into taking this because one is colorless and two it will fix my mana. So I think I'm priced into taking this guy since there are no legendaries and there are no dual lands. If there were dual lands, I would take a dual land. But we'll take that guy. Okay, here's a dual land. So make sure there's no legendary creatures. I do not see a legendary creature, so we will take the dual land. Uh, no legendary creatures. Nope. So we'll take this dual land. I wasn't expecting to see dual lands that late in the pack, honestly. Okay, so no legendary creatures, but I think we take this because we're already in red and blue potentially. So I tell you what, we're gonna put all of our creatures that are not legendary are gonna go down in our sideboard. We're just gonna keep our legendary creatures in the deck to start because we know we're going to play those. So currently we have 6 legendary creatures. In our sideboard, we do have this, which is probably going to make the cut. That honestly will be in the deck. I would about 90% be guaranteed that's going to go in the deck. And both of these lands will definitely go in the deck. So, where's it at the table? All right, so we got some people holding the table up. This dude is holding up the table. Mayor Jackson evidently is holding up the table. All right, so we got a pack coming to us in a few seconds, hopefully. And is there a legendary? No, no legendary. So, question is, which one do we take? I think we just take this. This guy's got 2 packs right now. All right, so we take the land. Nice, we got a land. All right, we'll take this guy and put him aside. All right, so this is not a legendary creature, so I cannot take it. This is a legendary creature, so I will take it. I would really like to take this card because I don't think I have any copies of this right now. I think in all the packs and drafts and crap that I've done, I have not got a copy of this. I might, if I do, I have like one. So I would have really liked to take in this just for my collection purposes, but we're going to have to take the legendary creature because we stipulated any legendary creature, we have to take it. But this is actually a good one to take because I'm going to have Domain 5. So I will be able to get just about any of these. I will be able to get any of these creatures back if I have Domain 5 when I play this creature. So, yeah. So that's actually not a bad one to have because it will let me get a creature back. So, and even if it doesn't go to the battlefield, it still comes to your hand. So, but right now we have 1, 2, 3 dual lands, and we have this mana worker. So we have 4 ways to fix mana so far. All right, so this is the legendary. Ooh, it's a rare. Nice. Which one is he? He's the one that does dragons, right? Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard, it gains when this creature dies, exile it. Okay. So we're gonna have to take that because it is a legendary. Hopefully one of these will come back around to us. But yeah, we will definitely have to take that guy. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. One of these mana workers might roll back around. We might also wind up taking a few of these just to kind of help fix our draws since we're going to be kind of janky. So we'll take the legendary. Yeah, did a legendary. Yeah, a legendary did make it to us here as well. So that's actually an annoying legendary to play against. So I think we definitely have to take it because it's a legendary again. This would be a good card to get back as well. But that's of course not going to come around. This is a decent card. All right, so we'll take the legendary. Yes, there is a legendary in this pack as well. All right, so it looks like our deck might just be nothing but legendary creatures. I'm curious if I'm even going to have room for any spells that aren't legendary creatures. This could be interesting. Okay, yeah, I wasn't expecting this many legendaries to keep coming, and another legendary. I wasn't expecting this many legendaries to come around so much. I was expecting people to be picking the legendaries because the legendaries are pretty good. So, okay, that is our 11th legendary, and we're still in pack 2. Only pick five picks in. And remember, I said I have to play all the legendaries. So I could very well wind up playing like a 50 card deck with a ton of legendaries. Okay, we have to take this, I think, at this point to try to go get mana. But this only gets basics, right? Yeah, basics. Yeah, I think we just have to take that. Yeah, I think we just have to take it. Like I say, we're not going to be short on creatures. Creatures, we will have plenty of creatures. The question is, are we going to actually be able to play any of the creatures? Okay, we get a second copy of this. Hopefully, we'll find some of these as well, because we're really going to need these, and we're really going to need to be able to play at least one or two of the cog workers. But yeah, we have to take this. So this is going to be our. Is this our second copy? Yeah, it's our second copy of that. This is the one that makes red. Yeah, red ones get trample and white ones get vigilance, right? Oh, untap white ones. Okay, so they're basically pseudo vigilance. All right, no legendaries. No, no legendaries. So I think I actually might take this instead of this. We already have one of these. I honestly don't know if I'll play any of the others. We'll take this. Okay, so we're probably taking this right here because we're gonna need to fix our mana. And the scry's good, so we'll take that. Probably taking the cog worker. Of all these, I think we'll take the endless creature. I don't know as though any of those will necessarily make the cut, but we'll see. Take the cog worker. I'll take this. All right. So, oh, we got Lord of Windgrace. That's a good legendary right there. That is a good legendary. I would have taken that even if it wasn't. Well, I mean, probably I actually probably would have taken it even if it was pack 3 and I wasn't. I more likely would be in one of those colors. I probably would have taken it anyway. So yeah, we'll take Lord of Windgrace. That's a really good legendary to get though. All right, so we got the Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. We have to take her. Here's another legendary that we're going to have to take. All right, so we're at 15 creatures. Okay, another legendary. So we're going to take that guy. Yeah. So we got to take Urg. Let's see. So his power is equal to the number of lands. Him going along with Solo and Grace. That's kind of interesting. Um, that's kind of interesting. Hmm. You can sack lands to gain 2 life and bring them back with Solo and Grace by having him attack. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I don't know. This is going to be a very, very janky deck. I currently have 16 creatures, and of course, every one of them is legendary. Our mana requirements are going to be janky. How janky are our mana requirements? Oh my, look at this. 9 red, 7 blue, 6 green, 6 black, and 5 white currently is our mana requirements. We are like fairly even across the board. But okay, so we probably take this. I think that's what we take because that'll let us go get lands. I mean, this is perfectly fine to take, but I think this is probably going to be better for us. So I think we take that. We already have one Crystal Grotto. Hopefully, we'll get a couple more dual lands because I think how many dual lands do we have? We only have a couple dual lands. All right, here's another Crystal Grotto. So I think at this point we probably take this Crystal Grotto. We're not worried about the Defender. We're not worried about any of these. Um, that would be decent if I knew I had enough black, but I mean, yeah, I think we just have to take the Crystal Grotto there. I think we probably take this as well. Try to be base green if we can. Right, I think we take this here. Yeah, if we try to be base green and we take this, this is definitely going to be a card we'll play in the main deck. But we have 16 creatures so far. So we're going to probably play this. So that'd be 17. 18, 19 if we play both of those. 20, 21. We're looking at least 21 spells so far. So do we take the black? We take the blue red. What were our manas? Looks like red and blue. So I think we take the blue red. All right, so here we take the land. Yeah, we just gotta take any dual land we see. We gotta take. Um, Honestly, we're probably not playing any of these, but we'll take this. Guess we'll take this. Be nice to get one more dual land. Currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 duels. Sure. Okay, so this is going to be a very, very janky deck. All right, so we take that. All right, so we currently have 16 creatures that I'm required to play based on my stipulation that I made for myself. So my stipulation is legendaries. So we have a bunch of 2-drops. At the 2-drop slot, we have, let's see, 1 white, 2 whites, 3 whites. In blues, we have 1, 2, 3. Black, we have 1, 2. Red, we have 2, 3. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we've got a lot of blue early. Let's look at our mana requirements. We're looking at 9, 6, 7, 6, 5. Okay, it's saying red is what we have the most of in the deck. Let's go through here. We're going to play this, 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 and this. Let's go in and throw our dual lands in. Yeah, the dual lands, no. I think we play him because we need to be able to have him to make extra mana. I think we play one of these to try to get our green requirements up a little bit more because we want that to be our base color and we want to splash off of green. Do I play this as well? I think I do play this. It's going to help me find another land. I don't think I bother with any of these others because it's just at this point, I mean, this would be nice to have, but at this point, we've got so many creatures that we have to play, and this is going to potentially help find another land. So we currently, all right, what is our, okay, so we're at 12, 9, 6, 7, okay. So we have the most green, then red, blue, black, and white down from there. So, um, we're going to take one blue out and add another green. I think that's how we run it. Yeah, I think we run it like this. All right, let's see what happens. So our stipulation was pretty interesting. I didn't honestly expect to get 16 legendary creatures. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting to wind up like 10 creatures because I figured other people would be taking the legendaries because legendaries are good. I mean, that's why they're legendaries for the most part. I was not expecting to have 16 legendary creatures in my deck. Okay, so we keep this. I mean, honestly, I don't know why we don't keep this. I mean, we keep it because there's no other reason. there's, I mean, it's like, what are we going to do? Mulligan? Our mana's not going to get better, probably. Our mana base is very jank, so we just have to go with it. I think we play the Crystal Grotto next turn. Unless we draw like a white land that we can play that's untapped or something. Okay, yeah. So we play the Crystal Grotto to scry. If it's not a land, we put on the bottom. Yeah, even though it is that guy, which will fix our mana. Do we do that and see it? Actually, I think we keep him on top because we can play him, and if he survives for a turn or two, like I can use him to fix my mana up. Is there anybody that I could play next turn that would be better than him? So play this. It's a 1/3. This is a 2/1. 2/2 angry tip. Yeah, I think I just have to play this guy out. And if he attacks, I'm not blocking because I need this guy to survive. Because I can take this mana and put it into him to make a color and not have to worry about um, having to take one of these to put in here. So I can still, so I will actually have 3 mana next turn. because I can use him to make the other color. So I'm probably going to die here. But, alright, so we're going to play this. So we now have Death Touch creature, and it's going to be able to make another color for us as well. So if this survives, we can play Lord of Windgrace next turn. Let's see, he can pump the Knight. I think we just have to block this like that and let him pump. That's fine. Okay, so now the question is, do I just play Lord of Windgrace or I think I just played this. Because it's going to give me a big enough blocker. Because otherwise I'm just dead here. I mean, I block this, and he's going to destroy it. Yeah, so I'm just going to be dead. So this did not work very well, the first game. So let's see if it works any better for the second game. Yeah, this stipulation, like I said, this stipulation is going to be really bad for my. It's going to be bad for my rankings. Oh, I'm curious to see if I actually win any matches with this stipulation. The good thing is I'm actually not getting mad because I'm losing. Usually I get really annoyed when I lose like that. But like the fact that I put this stipulation on myself, knowing going in that this is probably not going to go well, makes it a little bit easier to deal with. But it'd be really cool if I actually got a few wins with this deck. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. Let's see. So we actually have blue-white. We could actually cast him next turn, on turn 2. So I think we are going to keep it because turn 3 we could play this land and then we could actually cast this. So I think we're going to keep it. Yeah. Because turn 2 we get to play Wrath. Yeah, go ahead and play Wrath. And I think we play this next turn probably and cast her as opposed to playing this and not being able to do anything next turn. Yeah, I think we cast this. Do we keep that on top? I don't think we do. I think we want lands. And then I think we play this chick. And then I don't think we even bother attacking. So whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control if you do draw a card. Okay. That's an annoying card. Let's play this, and then I think we play Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. And then we attack for 1 in the air. Alright, and does this have first strike? No, it just has enlist. Let's see, when it enlists a creature, scry 2, discard a guard, and give it indestructible. So I don't think we're even going to bother. We're not going to bother blocking. That's fine. You do you. You do you, boo. 1 top, 1 bottom. No blocks. Let's see what we get off the top. Do we get a land? We got a flyer. Alright, we did get a land. So, the question is, which one do we play? Can I play this? Yes, I can play this. But I could also play this. It is a 5/4. Huh. So, all other attacking creatures get +1/+1. You know what? I think I'd rather just get this out. So that next turn, if I attack with it, this is going to get trample. It's going to become a 2/4 with trample. This will become a 2/4 with pseudo vigilance. Yeah. So now he may attack here and he may not. Okay, he is attacking. So he's going to enlist this probably. We are not going to block. We'll just take the 4 again. Or is he debating? He might not attack. He's probably just now reading this, going, Of course, he probably has a creature to play back up anyway, so. No blocks. We'll see what he does. Does he have a creature to back it up? He does. He has that stupid thing. Alright, it would have been really nice to have a creature to kill that with, because that thing is annoying. So I tell you what, we are going to attack. Do I do it? If I attack with him, these two, yeah, I think we just play this. I think we hold off. Of course, he's going to enlist this now. But then I can block. Of course, he discards a card, and then something's going to die. You just put a counter on everything. Yeah, this is not going to go well. I have to block. I think I have to block with. I think I just block with Wrath. Let him die. That's fine. And now he gets that chick out. She is annoying. Alright, so. Yeah, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. Yeah, I don't have green, so I have to filter through here to play him. Yeah, because even if I do block this thing with something that could kill it, he's just going to tap it down. He's just going to discard a card to give it indestructible. Don't have anything that will get vigilance if it attacks. Yeah, I think we just have to play this. And pass turn. And we're probably going to die shortly. Because this is going to get tapped again. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has full domain. So all of these are going to get counters on them. And then I'm probably going to die in a minute. Yeah, I'm just dead. Screw this. I'm not dealing with that. That's no. We're not even waiting around to see counters get put on everything. At that point, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. The fact that I just have it, that have all these legendary creatures, is just gonna like screw this draft over so bad. Yeah, I probably should have waited till quick draft to do this, so I didn't waste so many gems. But I thought it would be interesting. It'd be fun to do. Um, we'll see what happens. Maybe this game will go better, although it's not looking like it. Yeah, I don't think I can keep that. That's not much better. All right, one more try. All right, we'll keep this. I think we have to put this on bottom. I think we have to put this on bottom. All right, we're going to play this out first. Grotto Scry. That's probably the same thing I'll be doing next turn, unless I hit a green land that's untapped. It was not a green land untapped. Tell you what, we'll play the tapped green land. Yeah, he's playing that. All right, so I think I do this and then do this. And we'll go get, so let's see, what do we have right now? We have red, green, white, blue. Let's go get a swamp. Alright, so we now have all those colors. We have a swamp in hand, so we really didn't have to get a swamp. Probably should have got a blue. But I'm going to play Crystal Grotto now. We will keep that on top. And then, can I kick this? No, I can't kick it this turn. Yeah, I think I just go ahead and do this. Probably should have done that before I played the Crystal Grotto. Let's get the blue. Alright, so he's got the death bloom. Hit me for 3. What do I draw? Alright, so I drew that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. So, yeah, I think I go ahead and just do this with kicker now that I have the ability to do it. Kick it. I think we get another green land. Although getting a white land might have been the better thing to do there. And then next turn I can play this and I can play this land out and scry. And he's got a lily. Alright, you get a land. And more than likely, I'm going to be able to play everything that's in my hand next turn. So you're not going to be able to get lands from me. And if you make me sacrifice creatures, it's just going to be 1/1s. Alright, so land for turn. Scry. Well, bottom that because I already have one of those. Play this. Play this. And say go. So now I have no hand for you to make me discard. And if you want me to sack a creature, I'm sacking a 1/1. So plussing is only going to make you discard unless you can play your hand out. Yeah, this is the downside of Lily. I think I'll sack the defender. I don't really care about the defender. We'll keep the creature with power that can actually attack. Alright, so that is a 0/5. So if he attacks with this, I can attack back with that. So we will no block. Does he have a creature? No? Okay. So I will move to combat. I'll attack with this. And I will enlist this. And yeah. I'll tap this to enlist. So it's now a 3. So Lily's taking at least 1. Do you want to throw someone else in front of it and wonder if I have a spell to kill this? Okay, so then we'll play this, get it out of our hand. All he can do now is plus Lily. So put land in his graveyard, so it's now a 1/5. He can sacrifice lands to gain 2 life if he wants to. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. So all my creatures are going to get +1/+0 and trample. I get to get 2 lands out of my deck. Let's get this and this. And I get to scrap 5. So what do I want to put on top? I think I put this on top. Because I can use him to enlist with this. So we will attack this at Lily. We will attack enlisting this here. Yeah, I will enlist this. So this is attacking as a 5/5. So unless he has some way to deal with my flyer, Lily's going down. There's not a lot he can do about it. And of course, I have no cards in hand, so him plussing Lily at this point really doesn't do anything. If he blocks with that, then that's probably going to kill it. Unless he's got a combat trick, which more than likely he does. Because that's the way things happen for me. He's going to sack a land to gain a life. And he can't sack another one because he doesn't have another green. So it's now a 2/5. Which is still not enough to kill it. So Lily's down. Alright. I'm going to draw this guy, which will be good for my enlisting. Not next turn, but the turn after. He's going to be able to attack for 3. So I'll go to 5. So then I think I play this. Hope that next turn I get Tail Swipe or Bite down. Yeah, no attacks because he's got a Death Touch creature. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the Death Touch. And he's going to kill my flyer. Of course, he's got something to do there. Yeah. So let's see. Do I die this turn? Do you have a pump spell? Do you have it? Do you have the pump spell, buddy? Be nice to escape trample. Or if I draw an instant or sorcery, something to get this off the board, or I'd have to get this off the board, honestly. Well, never mind. Yeah, I'm just going to go 0-3. Yeah, we're just going to go 0-3. Okay, so that stipulation was not a very good stipulation. I should have made it so like the stipulation was like I have to take all red legendaries or something like that, where I'm only required to take certain legendaries, but yeah. So that was not a very good draft. That was a waste of 1,500 gems. Yeah, the deck was very, very janky because it's all these legendaries. And my mana base is really janky. And I was never able to really get going. So yeah. So and like they're all good cards. I mean, because they're legendaries, but at the same time, they're not all good at the same all good together. So yeah, that was a very janky draft. It was very, very, very janky, but it was an idea I had. I was like, why not? Let's do it. I've done stipulation drafts in real life where they're actually pretty fun because everyone at the table is required to meet the stipulation. Whereas I was drafting on here and they weren't required to meet the stipulation that I set. So yeah, if you do a stipulation, I would actually recommend doing the stipulation in real life. Stipulation drafts are fun in real life if you do it around the table with some other people and everyone agrees to the stipulation in advance. We usually have a loophole to the stipulation where, like, if you open a card that's worth like $10 or more, you have to reveal it to the whole table and be like, "Look, this is the card that I just opened." And we either do one of two things with it. We either you're allowed to go ahead and take it, or we have you put it in a sleeve and leave it in the pack and you pass it around. You take what you're required to take for the stipulation, and then everyone else leaves that card to come back to you since it's the money card that you opened. Um, but so we've done it both ways where we're allowed to take it right away, or we would do something like put it in a sleeve and then you pass it back around and then you're the only one who can take it because it's your sleeve. So we've done that in the past as well. But yeah, try doing a stipulation draft with your friends next time you get together for a draft. Be like, hey, would y'all be interested in doing a stipulation draft? And come up with something like, maybe if you're doing Dominaria draft this week, maybe see if they're interested in doing a legendary stipulation. And then everybody has to take the legendary that they open. So there's one legendary in every pack. So you're required to take you'd only be required to take three cards. Because if everyone takes the first legendary, then more than likely you're only taking three because there's probably not going to be more than one legendary. You might get a pack here and there that has like a foil legendary. So you would only be required to take 3 to 4 cards that were legendary. So yeah, so it could be interesting and be like, okay, you have to take your legendary and you have to put it in the deck. So it could be interesting. I think it might be an interesting thing to do. But if you want to try it, come up with something different. We've done them before when during Ravnica, when there were during the Ravnica blocks when you have a lot of multicolor spells. We did a draft where the stipulation was you have to take multicolor spell until there's no multicolor spells left. If there's a multicolor card, if there's a gold card in your pack, you have to take the gold card until there's no gold cards left. Then you can take whatever. They didn't have to go in your deck. You were allowed to pick and choose after above and beyond those. But yeah, it was a very interesting draft. Yeah, very interesting. But you can always do some kind of weird stipulation, come up with something, something different, you know. But I think stipulation drafts are fun. And that was an interesting idea to try, but did not work very well at all, as you saw. So I would not recommend stipulating yourself to taking legendaries because it does not work very well. Because it doesn't seem like people are taking the legendaries very early, and I got stuck with 16 of them, and my deck sucked because of it. So hopefully you enjoyed watching me get beat down because of my stupid stipulation that I put on myself. And if you did, give us a like, a subscribe, and come back and watch another video. I might do another stupid stipulation video if people like this one enough. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoy the video.